Welcome back to the channel, folks. I am Matt. Hope you're all doing well. Today, we're going to check out the Wenax Stylus by Geek Vape. I think that's how you say it. I Googled this, and I don't think Wenax is a word, but it's kind of fun to say, so I'm okay with them naming it that. This is an all-in-one device from Geek Vape. Now, for you folks that inevitably come in and say, gosh, I'm so tired of AIOs and pods and so on and so forth, I get it. I hear you. You don't have to watch the video, but I do have some rebuildables and mods coming up soon as well. Let's go ahead and dive into it. This is what your packaging is going to look like. So inside you will have your device, a second coil head, this little baggie that includes a tool to take your coil heads in and out, and a second 510 drip tip, a micro USB charging cable, a user manual, and some warranty info. So this device has a built-in 1100 milliamp hour battery made out of what feels like aluminum, I believe. Really like the finish, the coating on this. It says Wenax right there. Stylus right there. Micro USB charging port right there. You got little airflow hole inlets. And on the bottom there is a button. We'll get back to that. To pull out your pod, you just pull up like so, press fit in there. And on the inside, you do have two contacts and a draw activation switch. This is draw activated or button activated. So here is your tank slash pod. This thing holds 2 mLs of liquid. It does take replaceable 510 drip tips, which is a nice touch. I really like this one that they include, the straight one. The other one you get has a bit of a curve to it. Really tight bore in that guy. Both of these tips are nice. And so now to get your coil out, you can try to use your nails and pull, but if you're having a hard time, you can take this little tool here and just, come on, or we'll just use the tip there. There we go. And just pry it on up like so. Come on, get past that last O-ring. It's easier once these are wet. There we go. Now the coil pre-installed is this G-Pod Canthal 0.6 ohms rated for 13 to 18 watts. And it is a mesh coil. Fairly small inner diameter hole in this thing. Airflow gets in on the sides there. And I think these are the same coils that are in the Aegis pod, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the other coil you get is a 1.2 ohm rated for 9.5 to 11.5 watts. And this one's Canthal as well, and it's round wire. Looks like the inner diameter is even a little bit smaller than on the mesh. We're going to put this one in because I have the 0.6 ohm in my other device. And I am going to use some Blueberry Morning unsalted 12 milligram. Put a couple drops in from the top. And then you just take your coil and push it on in like so. All the way in. There we go. Now the fill port is on the side here. Pull up like that. Nice large size fill port. And it does hold 2 mLs of liquid. When you're done, just plug that on up. And then we'll push this into the device. Nice fit. It clicks in place. Now 5 clicks on this bottom button turns it on. And you'll see if I press it, it's green. That is your battery indicator. That will be green 70% and above, blue 31 to 70%, and under that it'll be red. Now this does have 3 different power modes, so click the button 3 times. Now it's blue. Now it's green. Come on. Now it's white. Now, white is the lowest setting, blue is the middle setting, and green is your high setting. And depending on what coil you have in here, you're going to get a different wattage. And those settings only apply with auto fire. When you button fire this thing, you're always going to get the highest wattage. It goes from 14 to 16, so 14, 15, 16 on the 0.6. And on the 1.2, it goes 9, 10, 11. So when firing with the button, you kind of got to hold it like a mech mod. Or you can just draw on it and it will auto fire. So there's a look at it in the hand. Very, very comfortable. And a pretty small device for having such a large battery, 1100